And you have 2 daughters?
Yes.
Okay.
I have 2 daughters.
So what was your reaction when you saw the video?
I thought it was very profound, especially since you have 2 people performing a song that were both involved in domestic issues with a partner. So
Right.
I found that to be very interesting. I think it's an excellent teaching tool, especially for young ladies. A lot of times our young ladies tend to get in relationships where that is something that they may experience, and they may not know who to turn to, how to get out of it, and that they can get out of it.
Well, I think it has to be balanced. One thing that
Definitely.
Wilson brought up when he called, he said on a different station, NPR, which I do listen to when I'm not listening to my show. No, I love NPR. He was saying that they had a therapist with them discussing this video, and unfortunately, we have a professional mother, but I don't have a therapist in the building. I guess my point is, being that it's a video, it doesn't really show you who to turn to for help, but when you use it as a teaching tool, that's something that you can have. If you're in a relationship like this is who you can turn to. If you're a woman, to get out, and if you're a man, to get some help for dealing with your issues, or even reverse it, because there's some crazy deranged women out there.
Right, that's true.
Yes.
Wow.
And you can tell them what signs that they should look for if they start to surface, if they reoccur, if they get progressively worse.
That first hit is a huge sign.
And just all kinds of things, whatever it is that they would need to get out of that situation.
One thing I did like about the video is there was an instance when they were in bed, the woman spit in his face, and I'm like, no, I didn't like that. No, what I mean is, I like the fact that the woman was just as combative as the man in that video, so it didn't make it seem like it was all it was one-sided.
But there was a lot of issues in that video in terms of that needs to be addressed. There was substance abuse with the alcohol,
right,
and then there was the domestic violence,
right,
and the physical, and there's psychological abuse that was going on as well, because and Kathy and I were just talking off sidebar, and we were saying how it's easy for people on the outside to look at an abusive relationship and say, why are you staying? Why are you there?
It's easy for me, I tell you that.
Why are you there? But that's where the psychological
and
the emotional bondage that individual is going through.
You said before it was a self-esteem issue when you listened to the show last week, and I'll be the first to say everybody gets got. I admitted last week how I got. But at some point, something should click in your head to say, okay, you know what, I'm not going to allow myself to keep getting treated like this. At some point, something kicked in that said, you know what, this woman is only going to do to me what I allow her to do to me, and it's no longer her fault. Right. Maybe at the beginning it was her fault, because she saw me as an easy target, or she had a plan in her mind to take advantage of me. But then at some point, once I realized that she was going to take advantage, or she was taking advantage of me, it's no longer her fault. It's on me then.
I think most women do have that opportunity, and sometimes they do want to, but it becomes too late. I was trying to explain to my sister about having low self-esteem one point in my life, and how I didn't come out of it until the age of like 25 years old. I spent half my life feeling like I was ugly and stupid. And not because of my parents, but because what I heard in school about being black.
And that's not selective just to women.
And yeah, we talked about this too. But I had to tell my sister how I had to reverse all those years.
That's true. That is difficult.
That's difficult.
Of mental abuse, you can call it. Like, just going through it. It took all those years, from the time being in kindergarten all the way up to the age of 25, hearing that you're ugly. I remember the first time I started working in a casino, and then all these Caucasian people were like, oh my goodness, you're so beautiful, and I'm thinking, like, what are they talking about? Like,